Satish Ramanathan, Director and Head Equities at Sundaram Mutual Fund, joins in on the show. Satish, hi, morning. How is the market poised before the budget? We're seeing good traction day in and day out. Yesterday was a steady session. Today as well, it's a gap up start. Does it seem like this momentum could continue?
I think, as regards the markets, what we are seeing is that there is still a fair bit of left out feeling by overseas FIIs. And there is quite a bit of liquidity out there and some money is coming in. But we need to bear in mind that most of this market rally is driven by FIIs. So if FII flows were to weaken or turn negative, then markets could also weaken considerably. So it's very closely linked to FII flows. That's primary aspect that we need to bear in mind.
Tata Motors, 288 rupees for Tata Motors. Looks like investors just cannot have enough of that stock. It is now at a fresh all-time high and it's moving up on strong volumes. Tata Motors this year has appreciated by 60% and the October low for Tata Motors was 140. So a large auto company has appreciated by more than 100% in a matter of just 90 trading sessions. That's quite a feat, isn't it? Morning, Satish. Nikunj also joining in from the Mumbai studio. Satish, generally there seems to be a fear in the market that after the outcome of UP election, the finance minister will be forced to take a step back, and instead of a proactive budget, we could get a populist budget from him.
I think there was an expectation that it would be populist till the election results came out. But after the election results, there's some hope that actually we get back into a growth-oriented budget, because it clearly indicates that there are no shortcuts, and the jury is out, so we'll need to wait and watch.
So, Satish, which are the sectors where you're expecting significant announcements in the upcoming budget?
I think in terms of expectations, there is clearly infrastructure and infrastructure financing, which has had a big bottleneck in the recent times, and one is expecting that there would be some announcements to that effect which will help in progress there. The second aspect is in terms of social welfare, such as education and probably what comes out on food security. And the third aspect that people will keenly watch in the budget is how the government controls its fiscal deficit, how it reduces its subsidies, and how it's able to actually ease the money market and be the primary sucking out agent of liquidity. So if that's something which people will observe in the budget.
Satish, what are the ways in which government can contain or control fiscal deficit?
So there are some, clearly the revenue mix is something which the government will fine tune. I think there's been a lot of talk already on the service net being widened, and also in terms of probably nudging up excise duty or income tax rates to get a slightly higher growth rate there. So I think we need to wait and watch how the finance minister actually plays his cards.
Satish, so post the strong rally in the markets, have you witnessed higher retail participation in your funds? I mean, are more retail investors entering the market?
I think in terms of fund flow, it has still been driven by SIPs. It's not been driven by large ticket money flows into the equity funds. There is still a lot of interest in our fixed income products, and therefore I think it's still early days from an equity market perspective.
Satish, so what are your expectations from the credit policy?
I think, clearly the government, the central bank would be concerned about inflation still being a little above comfort zone. So they wouldn't be wanting to play all their cards quickly. So they would So they have eased liquidity for now. They may ease interest rates slowly, but the direction is very clear that it would have to come down before growth picks up once again.
Satish, but there have been concerns regarding stability of the government post the state election results. There have been talks of a possible midterm election as well. What are your thoughts on that?
I think in terms of the midterm poll, probably we are not building that as our base scenario. It's probably a 5 or 10% kind of a chance that we are building in our base assumptions. So that's not something which we are going with.